I'm going to give you 3 silent killer of YouTube automations that you probably don't know about that might be ruining your YouTube automation success when you're starting a YouTube. I will give you a proven strategy, some smart mindset shift, and some consistent executions that you can use to start your channel the right way and get a profitable channel while you're still working your 9-to-5 job. And the big problem here is that most people don't even fail, but that they just quit too early. And I'm saying this based off working with over 100 people in the last year's one-on-one or in group settings who are trying to start a YouTube automation business. That is also the reason I am making this video. Last week I had a call with one of my students who told me he was working on his channel for like 3 or 4 months, but all he did was post one single video that got like 6 views or something. His thumbnail was out of proportion, and that is all he done. Like, he did do like the things I told him to do in the course. He downloaded some sheets, filled them in, and he started one channel, but he was discouraged and quit after posting one video because he didn't get the amount of views that his competitors got on their videos who have been online for months or years and get thousands of views per video. And he thought it was unreasonable that his one video on his new channel didn't get over 100 or 1,000 views. So what it comes down to is that I commonly with beginners see these 3 pitfalls, which is mostly in the mindset, that make them basically fail because before they even get started with a YouTube automation channel or just a side hustle in general here. And I'm going to tell you which 3 these are, why it's a mistake, and how you can basically overcome it if you start implementing this and when you're starting out. So mistake number 1 is uploading once or like a few times and then quitting. And apart from not even getting started, I think this is in any side hustle or online business the biggest mistake people make when they are new to something. It's not giving something a fair chance to work. So in this case, like, this guy posted one single video on a new channel and he had no strategy. He didn't follow the strategy, but after that one video, he got in his head about the views that one video got, and then thought it wouldn't work for him, and he quit. And he just quit because that one video didn't live up to his expectation. And what I told him is that he's like basically using YouTube as like this slot machine where he pulled this lever one single time, he didn't hit the jackpot, and then he was like, oh, this doesn't work, I'm gonna quit doing it. So, but that's just not how it works, you know? Because it would just be very unrealistic if everyone that starts this can go on YouTube, make one new channel, post one video their very first time, go viral, make money, and basically retire and stop working their job, you know? If it was that easy, not a single person in the world would work and everyone would have YouTube channels doing this. So you can't expect to have these kind of results that you're looking for after just posting one video when you don't have the experience or the mastery over a business model. And this applies to everything you do in life. You can't expect to go to the gym one single time and have a visible six-pack. You can't go to your garden and plant one little seed and the day after have your mangoes ready that are grown on your tree, you know? A lot of things need time, they need your mastery, you need to put time in it. And especially with like making money online, you need to put a fair amount of time, energy, and money in it to make something work for you. So the best way to overcome this mindset issue where you don't see results straight away is, first of all, setting a fair testing window for you. And I would make this time-based and not input-based. So don't go off of, like, let's say the amount of videos you post and the amount of views you get. Say, for example, that in the coming 90 days, you're going to test this channel and you're going to be posting 10 videos minimum every single month. And then after those 3 months, like 90 days and 30 videos you've posted, then you analyze your views, you see how it did, you see if it's working, what is like, of course, in between you iterate, you don't just mindlessly keep posting if you literally get no views. But what I'm saying is give it a fair window to get experience and post and get into the algorithm so that you can give YouTube a fair chance to push your channel and that you can find your niche too. And if you say like, I commit to this for the coming 3 months to this one channel and this format, you at least give yourself and the algorithm a fair chance to get things off the ground. Now, mistake number 2 is ignoring the advice that you have been giving by courses or by strategies or by people who do coaching or sell courses online. If you pay money to join a course, a community, or a coaching program, you already have an edge over people that watch free content on YouTube. But if you do not implement and take action on these free videos, on these courses, on this coaching, you will still get nowhere. And that is exactly what happened to this person that I talked to on this call too. He is in my free program, or he's in my paid program actually, because we did the coaching call that he got joining the paid program. And I very easily, step by step, in a clear way, explain, do this first, then do this, fill in this sheet. And once you've done that, I'll book your call. He said he did it all. We got on the call. I asked him to pull up his Excel sheets and his worksheets, and he didn't fill in anything. He didn't do any of that, even though he said he did. He didn't do it. And that is something I often see with people joining courses or coaching programs. It's literally given to you on a silver spoon, but they still refuse to implement the things that have been given for them, and they will try to reinvent the wheel and do something by themselves. You should, in some cases, rely on your gut instinct, but when you pay to join a program that is proven to work, I hope for you, because I hope you don't just throw money at something without doing your proper research before joining it. But yeah, it's wasting money if you join something and then do not implement the strategies that is laid out for you and still go off your own gut feeling when doing something, right? It's kind of like investing in a new GPS system for your car, going on a drive and then still using your own map or going on your own way to drive. You don't use the stuff that you paid for, and that's just, wasting time and money. So the fix for this mistake, well, obviously you just go back to the strategy and the program that you started with. In combination with this 90-day framework from mistake number 1 and fix number 1, give something a fair chance. So give that 90-day window a fair chance for the playbook, the blueprint, the coaching program, or the course that you've got your hands on, and actually follow the steps. Don't try to reinvent this yourself, and do what is told to you and laid out for you in this program that you joined. Now, a third big mistake that a lot of beginners make is, and this is not just with YouTube automation, it's in general with starting an online business or doing anything, is comparing yourself to other bigger creators in your market or other like bigger persons when it comes to making money, going to the gym, like doing anything. You have to realize that you're starting something new, and if you compare yourself to the results that your competitors are getting from months or years of work, you're gonna have a very hard time. And it is also something that client did. He went on YouTube, he made a list of his competitors, he searched his niche, he saw their views, he saw their videos, and then he compared it to his own one single video with 5 views, and he was like, man, they are getting thousands of views for every video. I got 5 views. This is not worth my time. Why would I even do this? And because of that negative spiraling mindset, he just quit his channel basically. And something he told me on the call was even that their thumbnails looked so insane, their content is so polished, and why doesn't mine feel like that? And I told him, well, these channels have been online for months or years. They posted over 100 videos. They probably split tested everything and optimized everything. And your thumbnail wasn't even in the right dimension to fit on a YouTube thumbnail. So how unreasonably was it for him to compare himself to these competitors with hundreds of videos to his one single video where he didn't even put in the effort to learn the basics of YouTube, so to say. Your competitors have been doing this for years. They spent countless hours on testing stuff. They spent thousands of dollars on making videos and getting in the reps. And they've been consistent for multiple months on end. And you will have to accept that you are new, that you are in the before stage and they are in the after stage, and that you will have to put in the reps to get as good as they are. And this comes back to a very cheesy quote where you should only compare yourself to your previous version, but it's really true. If you start something, you just have to learn the ways, you have to follow the strategy, you have to be consistent and implement everything. And then you can compare yourself to, hey, this month I posted 10 videos, last month I did 0. So that's a big improvement already, right? You're maybe not where your competitors are, but that would be unreasonable for you to be. So just give it some more time and more reps. Fixer here is that you use these people as inspiration for measurement and see where your channel can go if you do this long enough and get good enough, and not see them as a threat or like something you have to be jealous or envious of because they have something that you want and you don't have it yet. And honestly, even having bigger competitors in a market is good, because now you can reverse engineer their success. You can look at their titles, their thumbnails, their video editing, their script. You can see what is working right now, and you can basically shorten your learning curve if you actually put in the reps and the time for that. So just remember, you have not failed, you just barely gotten started, and you just need to put in more reps. If your channel is not growing, if the views are feeling slow, if you're doubting whether this even works, just take a deep breath, look at the bigger picture. It's not because you are broken. It's not because YouTube is rigged. You probably just need to put in more reps and get better at the craft that you are doing. Stop skipping the given roadmap that you can use. Stop being inconsistent. Give this a fair time frame and start learning and getting mastery over the thing that you are trying to achieve. So just let this be your reminder. Trust the system, respect the process, and give your channel the time it needs to grow, and give yourself the time you need to learn a new business model or anything in life. If there's any other mindset things that you feel stuck with when it comes to starting an online business or YouTube automation, drop them down in the comments. I will make some videos about it to help you. And if you're serious about starting YouTube automation, click the link in the description to join the Faceless Tuber School. This is the community where I host a 5M method, where you can start and scale your YouTube automation side hustle while working your job. It's currently on the yearly plan 40% off, and you get 3 free one-on-one coaching calls with me.